This is a KDA Video Minute for Monday, March 11th. It's already been a week since KMOM Wichita, where we celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Kansas Mission of Mercy with our 12th project. Last week we did provide 1,650 patients with $1.14 million worth of free dental care. About 130 dentists participated, and of course there was over 1,000 total volunteers from around the state and the Wichita area that participated to help make KMOM Wichita a fantastic experience for everyone. I want to thank the local committee that helped put that on. That was chaired by John Tilton and Dr. Brett Roofs. And their team of people that really did a great job in making the entire event a fantastic success. During KMOM Wichita, we announced our 2014 site, which will be Dodge City. We'll be at the Western State Bank Expo Center, a brand new facility in Dodge City that promises to provide a great facility and opportunity for us to treat patients when we're in Dodge City next year. In celebration of our 10th anniversary, Dr. Julie Swift from Topeka and her mother Ellen Horn from Wichita made a quilt that was made together from all of the past 12 KMOM t-shirts. She quilted that together, and then we auctioned that at the Saturday evening activity. At that activity, or at that auction, Dr. John Tilton and Dr. Jeff Stosh did purchase the quilt, or with the highest bid. They in turn provided that to Bruce Bergstrom with the America's Dentist Care Foundation. Bruce has announced that at the end of this year he'll be retiring. Bruce accepted that and then actually turned around and gave that back to the Kansas Dental Charitable Foundation so that we can display that here in our office. So we're working on how we're going to display that, but we hope to keep that for years to come for people that come into our office to see the fabulous work that the dentists across Kansas have done. Also a week ago, on March 1st, was our legislative turnaround in the Kansas legislature. That means all bills have to be passed by their House of Origin, so House bills have to be passed out of the House, Senate bills have to be passed out of the Senate. So now we're a week past that time. That generally shows that we're halfway through the legislative session. So now we're working on bills that have already passed one House or the other. For the most part, there are some bills that are exempt, some appropriation bills that will still creep in that weren't originally introduced at the beginning of the session. This year the legislature is trying to get done within about 80 days as opposed to the normal 90 days that's allowed by the Kansas Constitution for a legislative session. So things are moving very rapidly this year and on time for a successful end of the session here later on in May. The dental mid-level bill, the registered dental practitioner bill, there are two of them that we've discussed before, Senate Bill 197 and House Bill 2157. They are still in committee at this point in time. The House and the Senate Public Health and Welfare Committee and House and Human Services Committee have not held hearings on those particular bills at this point. They are exempt from those deadlines, so they could be held, or hearing could be held later on in the session, but no action is likely at this point in time during the session. Now next week, on Wednesday, March 20th, there is a team of executive committee members that will be meeting with the Kansas Action for Children to discuss any possible compromises or any points of agreement with regard to access to dental care and perhaps some sort of providing workforce issues and things like that. That meeting is taking place at the request of the chairman of the House and Human Services Committee, who is Chairman Dave Crum from Augusta. So we are going to be meeting with them to see if there's anything that we can come to, that we can work on together as projects in the future. At this point, I don't know if we'll be able to come up with anything, but I do want you to know that we are meeting with them and certainly having a dialogue with those folks that are promoting the registered dental practitioner. Okay, the next event around the corner for us is on April 11th through the 13th. There's the UMKC Midwest Dental Conference. You know, this year we'll be having our governance for the Kansas Dental Association in conjunction with that meeting. So what we'll do, as we have in the past, on Thursday, April 11th, we'll have committee and council meetings. Many of us will participate in the Reinhardt Foundation dinner on Thursday evening, which supports the Reinhardt Foundation and their fine work with cancer, treating cancer patients. Then on Friday, we'll have our Real World Transition Brunch. We'll have our Board of Delegates meeting over the noon hour. And then that evening, on Friday evening, April 12th, we'll have our President's Dinner. We'll award the Dentist of the Year and the Harry M. Plenda Award for Outstanding Council Committee Service. Now, the thing that will change then, in addition to that, on Saturday, we will have our annual meeting, our annual business meeting, and then our Board of Delegates meeting that kind of follows our annual session. We'll wrap up after that. So the annual meeting's from 12 to 2 or so, and then immediately following will be the Board of Delegates meeting to wrap up the Kansas Dental Association portion during the UMKC meeting here on April 11th through the 13th. I want to wrap up today by letting everyone know that the much anticipated 140 Years, 140 Stories book, celebrating the 140 years of the Kansas Dental Association and our membership, co-authored by our own Jennifer Jones and Greg Hill, is at the printer. So the book has been finalized. It's at the printer with the anticipation that we will have it back prior to the UMKC meeting and our own annual meeting to begin distribution. We're very excited about that. It highlights 140, or really more than 140 of our members, and we really look forward to making that available to our entire membership so they can see all the great and interesting activities, hobbies, and locations where dentists practice around the state of Kansas. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next week.